Today I fucked up by dad sneezing. Today I joined a club that I thought I never would join. It's usually reserved for the elderly or white girls who think they can hold their liquor or people who trust their farts. Of course I'm referring to the I'm an adult who has accidentally shit themselves club. EAWAST for short. I just took a shower and burned my clothes. Now I'm ready to tell my story. I'm not a fellow who usually squats beef chunks in his trousers. Pride myself in knowing my bowels pretty well. I've never worried looking for a restroom in a store, nor have I ever had to hurriedly pull off to the side of the road. Today felt all too similar. I was driving back from my parents' house following Easter dinner. It's a boring ride back from my parents and it had been a long day, so I stopped at a gas station and grabbed a Bang energy drink. I wanted to make sure I was awake for the drive. That's when I made mistake number one. I saw an energy drink that I had never seen before. It was called Ghost and it was red Sour Patch Kid flavored. I love Sour Patch Kids and the red ones are my favorite, so I thought what the hell and bought it. It was fucking delicious. It reminded of old school slush puppies where you could add the squirt of sour. I drank the entire thing in less than 5 minutes. Little did I know I had just laid the foundation for my future tragedy. The ride was pretty uneventful and was making pretty good time. As I neared my exit I started to feel the bubble guts. That's when I decided to make the decision that would become mistake number 2. I'm a bit of a shy pooper. I prefer the comfort of my own home to relieve myself. It's my pee time if you will. That's why when I saw my exit's gas station, I decided to continue driving the 10 minutes to my house. I felt very confident that I could make it with time to spare. So I kept on rolling past the gas station, not realizing what I had just done. It was about 5 minutes past the gas station that I had realized that I fucked up. I was getting worried. I felt beads of sweat forming on my brow. It was too late to turn around though. I was already halfway to my house. I had no other options than to keep pushing forward. That's what I do. I keep trucking along. My eyes dart from side to side, making sure there aren't any cops hiding in the dark of night while I go my crazy 5 miles per hour over. There weren't. I felt safe. That's when disaster struck. One light left between me and my porcelain hero turned red. I rolled to a stop. It's a short light. I know this. It's just used to make apartments goers' life easier when turning left out of their complex. I slide down into my seat to wait out the 15 seconds. This is when mistake number 3 finally shows itself. It would be the straw that would break the camel's back, the last crack in the dam, the last grain of rice to tip the scales. You see, I suffer from hay fever, that which is more commonly known as seasonal allergies. They haven't been really acting up this spring, so I really haven't thought about it. As I slid lower into my seat at the light, maybe stirred up some pollen that was on my clothes. I took a deep breath in and let out a monstrous dad sneeze, the kind used to level buildings. Put all my muscle into it. It was truly an impressive sneeze. I did however overlook a simple fact. If all my muscles are focused on the sneeze, what happened to the muscles holding my poop in place? They were released. That's when shit hit the fan. In this case they hit a seat. I finally joined the EAWAST. I don't know if you know this or not. When you're sitting down, there's only so many places for the poop to flow to. Mine decided to go up. It was like a peacock display of turds, a fig leaf of fudge, a prism of poo. It was one of the worst moments and worst feelings I have ever experienced. That sadly isn't the end of the story. No. That's just the beginning. Feeling ashamed and dirty, I needed to get home. It felt like forever waiting for the light to turn green. When it did, I peeled out. That's when I saw the flashing lights turn on behind me. I briefly considered not stopping but ultimately decided I didn't want to get into that kind of trouble. I pulled over within a mile of my own home. The officer walked up and asked why I thought it'd be a good idea to show off my acceleration right in front of her. I then did the one thing I never thought I'd do in this situation. I told the truth. Officer, I just sneezed and shit my pants. I really need to get home. It's right down that road. Maybe it was the fear and embarrassment in my eyes that she told me to keep on driving home. She followed me home to make sure I drove the speed limit. Then she watched me as I cowboy walked my poop-filled pants up the stairs of my porch. Not only does she know my story, she also knows where I live. She's gonna drive by my house and think to herself, ah, there goes good old Mr. Depends house. FML TL/Doctor, I shit my pants. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm so sorry this happened, but lol 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 lol. Oh my god. Also, I'm never calling my toilet anything other than porcelain hero from now on. Haha, reminds me of a baby's poop. Maybe it was the fear and embarrassment in my eyes that she told me to keep on driving home. It was the smell. FYI, the officer caught that on her dash cam, and there's a 99.999% chance it's being shared around the precinct. So, you could probably get the footage with a FOIA request if you want it for posterity. Today I fucked up by parking my recovered stolen car in the same garage it was taken from. Parked the car on Thursday, but I just walked out to it today to find it was stolen again. So 2 weeks ago, I walked out to my gated parking garage at my apartment complex and discovered that my car had been stolen. I went through all the normal processes one should, calling my insurance and reporting it to the police, etc. Fast forward to Thursday, I get a call that they found my car in a parking lot near my apartment and had taken it to the impound lot and I could come and pick it up. Ecstatic, I quickly arrange a ride over there, go through the paperwork, and get my car back and drive it home. Once there, I parked on my floor of the parking garage, just about right where it was taken before, and started looking through all of the stuff that was in the back seat and trunk that most definitely didn't belong to me and was probably stolen, like a power saw and an oil painting. I had decided to wait until Saturday to call the police about everything I had found in my car that might help with their investigation so I wouldn't have to take any time off of work. Well, Saturday rolls around, I call the police and they show up to start to look through everything, and I walked out to where I had left my car, and boom, car had been stolen again. Too long didn't read, put my car back where it had been stolen the first time and got it stolen again 2 days after I got it back. Holy moly, that's awful. Whoever did this will slip up, like when your car is recovered again and you leave it in the usual spot again. This time, the cops can be waiting for this bonehead and pop him. Best of luck. Sue the owners of the garage for damages for sure. Did you have to pay to get out of impound? Yeah, like $160. I don't think you fucked up, but this thief is stalking you, if it's the same person. What bad luck. It really sucks that you had to pay to get your car out of impound. I hope you don't have to do that again. Phew. Someday you'll look back on this and laugh. But it's a terrible thing to have happen. Deja vu all over again. Thanks. Yeah, it was like really great day on Thursday, loving life, and then Saturday was back to reality. That is foo. I'd be ready to move. I wish you the very best. Purple hearts. 2 things, and I am not trying to sound condescending here, just genuine helpful tips. 1. Are you locking your car when you're not in it? Also, are you leaving your spare key inside it, or is your spare key inside your apartment? 2. Sometimes key fobs can unlock and run the same make/model car. Is there another car in the garage that is the same make/model that responds to your key fob? Walk around the garage for a minute, hitting the lock/unlock button on your fob and see if another car responds to it. Could be someone genuinely thought it was their car since their fob might have unlocked it. Also, it might be at the same apartment complex again. I'd check over there and see if it's at the parking lot the police found it at before. Today I fucked up by lying about having a sore willy. Let me preface this with the obligatory on mobile. Also, this happened when I was 4/5. I am now 32, but it's had an impact on my life, I guess, so I will share. When I was about 4/5, I was a curious kid. I also believed everything my kid neighbor, Bob, told me. Well, one day Bob told me his older brother had an illness and had his willy chopped off because it got sore, and now he's going to be a girl. We were 4/5, remember? Anyway, that got me wondering what it would be like as a girl. I only had a brother and I was really curious, so here comes the fuck up. Told my parents my willy was sore. I don't 100% know why, but I was a curious and weird kid. Anyway, they took me to the DRS, who prescribed me some kind of cream that I obviously did not need. Well, the cream set off some kind of reaction, and my willy really did get sore, really quite badly. Badly enough for the DRS to feel that circumcision would do the trick. So yeah, That's what happened. I got circumcised because I lied about my willy being sore. The treatment really did make it sore, so they cut a little bit off. Don't like kids! Exclamation mark. TL/doctor, lied about a sore willy, treatment made willy actually sore, got circumcised. ETA, lol, thanks for the helpful award, I think. I laughed, thanks. So, nobody actually looked at your willy to notice that everything is alright? Not even your parents? And the doc casually prescribed the sore willy cream? Sounds wild and almost unbelievable. I don't know the exact ins and outs to be precise. I was 5 after all. All I know is that I lied about it being sore to start, then getting cream, etc etc. Apologize, I can't give you my exact diagnosis. Did you keep it? The part that was cut off, I mean. Well, that's one way to become Jewish. Shalom.